For decades, so many of us have been carrying this incredible weight. We've worried about our jobs, our kids, what the neighbors think, just keeping everybody else happy. But there comes a time when we finally get to set that weight down. A time when we're handed this secret permission slip to just stop. And that quote, that's really the heart of what we're exploring today. Now, this isn't about giving up, not at all. It's about letting go. It's an incredibly powerful tool for your wellness, making a conscious choice to release these mental habits that, let's be honest, steal our joy and just spike our stress. The best thing you can do for your health today might not be a new diet or a pill. It might just be learning to let go.
So here's our game plan. We're going to start with this idea of the permission slip. Then we'll dive into the different kinds of burdens we carry, from how we think others see us, to our responsibilities, our obligations, and finally, that big one, regret. It's really a journey from pressure to peace.
So what exactly is this permission slip? Well, think of it as the green light to finally release 7 specific burdens. These are mental habits we've been carrying for so long, we might not even notice them anymore. Our goal here is to shine a light on them, understand where they come from, and then finally learn how to put them down. It is absolutely time to lighten your load. All right, first up, the burdens of perception. These are all the weights that are rooted in our worry about what other people think of us. This is all about that external judgment, whether it's actually real or, as we're about to see, something we've completely made up in our own heads. Psychologists actually have a name for this. They call it the imaginary audience. It's that feeling that everyone, and I mean everyone, is noticing your hair or your outfit or that clumsy way you parked your car. But here's the secret, the thing that sets you free: people are not thinking about you. They are way too wrapped up in their own lives. After 60, you have absolutely earned the right to be invisible to critics and completely visible only to the people who love you. Okay, so how do you actually do this? Well, here's a super simple but really powerful tool you can use. The next time you feel that little flicker of worry, that what will they think feeling, just run this 2-step mental check. Is this person's opinion paying your bills? Is it bringing you joy? If the answer to both is no, then it has no real power over you. You can consciously choose to just let it float away. Now for the second burden of perception, this relentless and frankly exhausting battle against aging. The beauty industry has spent billions convincing us that every wrinkle is a failure that needs to be fixed. But that's not what they are. They are a victory map. They prove you've lived, you've laughed, you've survived. Trying to look 40 when you're 65 is just a fight you can't win. So, this is the game changer, right? We shift our focus. Instead of fighting that losing battle to look young, we embrace a winning strategy. We focus on looking healthy. A genuine glow from being well hydrated, feeling good, and having a real smile on your face, that can take years off, better than any expensive cream ever could. Okay, so we've talked about the outside world. Now, let's bring it a little closer to home. We're moving into our most personal spaces, our houses and our families, and the heavy burdens of responsibility we so often feel there. Oh, this one, the perfect hostess trap. I think so many of us were raised to believe this, that a spotless house is somehow a reflection of our moral character. And so we spend all this precious time and energy scrubbing and polishing just in case someone decides to drop by. But what that does is it turns our home from a place of rest into a constant source of stress. Let's be clear, your home is your sanctuary. It's not a showroom. The people who truly matter, your real friends, they're coming over to see you, not to inspect your floors. And if someone does come over and judges the dust on your shelf, well, they're not a friend, they're an inspector. Go ahead and trade 30 minutes of cleaning for 30 minutes of actually living. This next one, this can be a tough one, but it's so important. It's time to retire from the job of being the manager of your adult children's lives. You were the general manager for decades, and you did a great job. But that job is over. Your new role is consultant. Your wisdom is on call, if they ask for it, but carrying their stress for them doesn't help them. It only hurts you. Making this shift is really an act of trust. It's about trusting that you gave them the tools they need. It's trusting in your own parenting. And now you have to let them build their own lives, even when it means watching them make their own mistakes. It's their journey to walk now. All right, our next category of burdens is all about obligation. At this stage of lifetime, well, it becomes our most valuable currency, doesn't it? It's finite, it's precious, and that means we have to start protecting it, fiercely. Let's look at 2 major energy vampires that drain our time:
First, there's the obligatory yes. Saying yes to events you are dreading just because you feel like you should go. And second, there are those toxic friendships, the frenemies. You know who I'm talking about. The ones who leave you feeling completely exhausted after every single conversation. Both of these just deplete our unlimited reserves.
This is your official permission slip to reclaim your calendar. Remember this: no is a complete sentence. You don't owe anyone a long explanation. And you don't need some big dramatic confrontation with a toxic friend. You can simply drift away. Just let that space in your life be filled with peace instead of drama. And now, we've arrived at the final burden. In this one, this might just be the heaviest of them all, because it's the one we carry entirely inside ourselves. It's the weight of regret. What a perfect metaphor, right? Those what ifs and I should haves can keep us so busy in our own minds. I should have taken that job. I wish I hadn't said that. But all of this mental rocking back and forth, it doesn't move us forward one single inch. You can't change the past, but you can absolutely ruin your present by living there. So how do we get out of that rocking chair? It all comes down to a really profound act of self-compassion. You have to forgive your younger self. The person who made those decisions years ago didn't have the wisdom and experience you have now. She did the absolute best she could with what she knew at the time. Thank her for the journey, for getting you right here to this moment, and then gently let her go. And that brings us to the best part, the takeaway. After releasing all these burdens, perception, responsibility, obligation, and regret, what are we left with? What does this new, lighter chapter even look like? This is the beautiful, wonderful thing about life after 60. It is your era. It's the era of you. You've done the work. You have served your time caring for and worrying about everybody else. Now, your primary job is to care for your own peace, your own health, and your own joy. This is your reward. So, I'll leave you with this question. You don't have to drop all 7 burdens at once. That's a lot. Just pick one. Maybe it's not worrying about the dusting. Maybe it's letting go of that nagging thought about what a stranger thinks. Choose just one thing to consciously put down this week and just notice how much lighter you feel. So, which one are you ready to let go of today?